a kind. Join the crew, let's explore, stack up wealth and so much more. Chasing that mill. Maps and clues, giveaways tonight. Silver dream shining bright. Roll the dice, take a chance. Treasure calls, we're in a dance. Silver shines, gold's the glow. Stack it high, watch it grow. Giveaways for all, feel the thrill. International, stacking that mill. So hit that sub, join the quest. Riches await, you're the best international stacker. Stacking.
Who's ready? Mic check 1 2 3 4. How do you guys read me? Am I too loud? Am I too soft? Or am I just right? Who's ready?
Chasing that mill. So hit that
3-minute warning. Make sure you got a drink.
riches await.
Put on an adult diaper because we're going to be glued to these screens tonight. It's going to be wild. 600 people on. Smash a like button. We're going to get started here in 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Woo!
Chasing that mill. Chasing that mill. Crabs are grooving side to side. Ocean waves where dreams collide. Claws are up, the beat we chase. Treasure gleaming, golden space. Get your claws up, don't delay.
2-minute warning. 2-minute warning. Smash that like button if you're ready. I've got all the breaking news for you here. We're going to get going really soon. Let's go.
And silver is the key.
Yes.
Nation, dance with me.
Let's get it.
Gold and silver, who wants it all?
Who is ready for the mega ga? Who wants free silver? Put free in chat. Let's go.
We're the crew, the Shell Brigade. Treasures found, the music's played.
Yes.
Your claws up, don't delay. Yeah, join the party night and day. Gold and silver is the key. Crustacean nation, dance with me.
Let's go. 1 minute warning. Top off your drinks. 1 minute warning.
Tidal rhythms in the sand. Shiny spoils laid by hand.
1,000 people on. Smash that like button. We're getting started in 50 seconds. I've got breaking news.
The music's played.
Let's go.
Your claws up in the sky.
Yes.
International stacker, he's our guy.
Let's get it.
Gold and silver is the key. Crustacean nation, dance with me.
Let's go. Let's get it.
Dance with me. Dance with me.
Do you want the old school intro or the little kid intro? Old school or little kid? Let me know right now in chat. You gotta hurry.
Dance with me.
Which one you want?
Dance with me.
One stacker on a journey to find silver. International Stacker. Ladies and gentlemen, the name is International Stacker, coming to you live from Key West, Florida, where I'm closer to Cuba than a Walmart. over 1,800 videos around the world on gold and silver adventures. We were just in Poland. The next trip is going to be Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, this video right here, if you're just tuning in for the first time, I'm giving away over $2,400 in silver and gold and copper. And by the way, when I came up with that price, silver was at $93 an ounce. And right now, after massive attacks, which I have updated news for you guys about, bang, 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 we are back up trading at $112.46. And we had a little bit of a gap down here, and all gaps must be filled. So we'll see what happens there. Silver futures is currently trading at $112.48. And ladies and gentlemen, let me see here. Ladies and gentlemen, let me make sure. Hold up. This might be 112.43. We're going to call it. We're in backwardation. It's our first alert of the night. Buckle up. It's going to be a wild ride. That's when the silver futures spot price is cheap, or the silver futures price is cheaper than the current spot price. That signals some tightness in the silver market within the big bullion banks. The real news of the night, guys, is the gold. And I'm going to put that link in chat for you guys to enter that giveaway. And you got to be subscribed, so make sure you enter that. And guys, the bell of the ball today, gold hit an all-new high. I'm going to do it retroactively. All-time high achieved, $5,191.17. So we're just going to go ahead and mark 52 here, and we'll mark 53 here just in case things get crazy. Well, heck, let's mark 54, and let's even mark 55 here just so we have them marked. But ladies and gentlemen, gold had a fantastic day. So after the crazy attacks, now I want to break this down for you. I have this and another chart to show you. Remember how I was talking about manipulation, or remember how I was saying there's probably going to be an ungodly amount of silver traded? Well, this is the COMEX. This is their website. This is their own data. And remember, when you hover over one of these bars, the volume, 277,392 right there. Each one of those contracts is worth 5,000 ounces of silver. So each contract on the COMEX for silver is 5,000. For gold, it's 100. So normally what these days look like during normal times is 60 to 80,000 contracts. And look, even our lowest day is over 100,000 contracts. This has not been normal for some months now. 60 to 80,000 contracts is about 300 million to 400 million ounces of silver. And remember, we produce about 835 million ounces of silver every year and consume more than 1.2 billion. Well, in 2025, last year, we had 22 days where it traded over 1 billion paper ounces of silver, totally corrupt, but it happened 22 times. The last time of the year was on December 29th, but here we go. January 14th, this right here, the first time it did it, in January 2026, 1.26 billion here, 1.19 billion here. This one looks small, but it's still 921 million. And look, if this one's 948 million, this one right here, 1.16 billion. And ladies and gentlemen, just as we called it, this, from my research, is the second largest trading day in the history of COMEX for silver. 1.8 billion, over 1.8 billion fake paper ounces of silver. So when you think about that, that's more than 2 years, because each year is 835 million ounces of production. That's way more than 2 years of production, and more than a year of the 1.2 billion consumption. That is insane. But I've got something even wilder to show you here. We've got 1,700 people on. We're only 4 likes away from 400. Can you guys smash it? It helps a lot. I wanted to show you this chart here, and then I've got some more stuff to show you. So Gold and Silver HQ put this out and said coincidence. I said shocking coincidence, isn't this? So we had the expiration date for COMEX options. And traditionally what you can see is a smackdown to get them as low as possible for the expiry, and then they stop. So right here, this attack from here to here, over 1.8 billion, and technically it's the whole trading day, but a big portion of that was here to get the smackdown, over 1.8 billion paper ounces. And right here, when the COMEX options expiry occurred, look, silver ran up to what is that, over 111. And again, we're trading right now on silver at 112, pushing higher. And for everyone asking, we're going to start to see the Asian market move here in let me see here, 24, 34, 39 minutes. 39 minutes, we'll start to see this chart here. The Shanghai Futures Exchange is going to start to chart. We'll cover this in a second. It hit an all-time high of $134.13 U.S. equivalent and closed at 123.58. We'll jump back there in a second. We got a little bit of time, but I wanted to break down a few more things. So, is that a coincidence? Is that a coincidence that the big attack right before the COMEX options expire, and then they're like, okay, you can go now. So I've got a few other things to show you on here that's pretty shocking. First off, thank you guys for all the information you send me. If you've got actionable intelligence with gold and silver in the market, bullion dealers, anything you're seeing, just email to me at internationalstacker@gmail.com. Tag me on X, formerly known as Twitter. I'm Intl-Stacker there because the international wouldn't fit. But this was from one of you. And I've been breaking a lot of this information lately. Breaking online bullion dealer Gold Avenue in Switzerland institutes a $2,000 minimum for all sales due to high demand. What started with, it's supposed to say started. Yes. ST8. Woo. Thank God I only had 2 minutes left to update that. Okay. Fixed. What started with ATMEX appears to be spreading to other online bullion dealers. So when the ATMEX happened, guys, I covered ATMEX. That tweet got like 200,000 views. I covered Kitco earlier today. They instituted a 2,000, or is it 5,000? No, they instituted a $5,000 minimum. And now we've got this First International one. So if you guys see stuff like that, please send it to me. And look at this. So if you guys remember, I was covering heavily the margin nukes that the COMEX was launching pretty much the whole month of December and the first part of January. And what a margin nuke is, it's a margin rate increase. If you go to my channel, click videos latest, and go down here to silver nuked, I explain on here what a silver nuke is, but it's kind of changed a little bit. So early January, they shocked us all, and they changed it from a fixed rate to a notional rate of 9%. So as the price goes up in silver, that would automatically increase the margin requirements of traders according to whatever the price of silver was at that time to the 9% level. Well, breaking, they just switched it up again. Remember when the COMEX group changed their margin hike nukes from fixed to notional, scaling percentages of 9%? Yeah, they just increased it to 11%. So just Dario's talking here. But just as we said before, the notional margin rate hike at 9% was very bad for the paper hands, the paper shorts to be specific, and so is this one. So go to my X, formerly known as Twitter, and you can read that and go deeper into that, but it's worked out to be worse for them. But ladies and gentlemen, as channel member, and probably in chat right now, Okie Sooner sent me, precious metals getting mainstream media attention. Remember, I believe we are still in here. This is an innovation adoption curve. And right now, the news everywhere is like, no one's buying silver. Refineries are backed up. Everyone's screwed. Silver's going to zero. I believe we just recently moved from innovators to early adopters. So we're seeing a lot of people, especially people that have PTSD from the silver crashes of 1980 and 2011. If you guys want, I can tell you why this is different than then. But people with PTSD from them, people just trying to get some quick cash, been sitting on silver and gold forever, are selling in here, and we're seeing a glut of silver in a lot of the local coin shops. And the problem is a lot of them were used to selling to refiners, used to selling to wholesalers. Well, everyone's coming up in and dumping, so then they were selling all that to refiners and wholesalers, and refineries stopped taking 90% and 925, and then they just kept getting overwhelmed. So the bottom line up front here is our infrastructure in the United States is not set up for a gluttony of silver. But there's two ways that's going to get solved. First off, the FOMO phase, I believe, is not going to occur till up here. And FOMO means fear of missing out, where it kind of goes parabolic. And although this is a bell curve like this, imagine this part will go straight up, okay? So once we get to the late majority and laggards, that's full-blown FOMO. Into the early majority, I believe that's where the FOMO will start. And we'll see a lot more stuff like this. Silver and gold are just now getting coverage on like Fox News and other MSM. So when we see every MSM entity out there doing multiple major stories and everyone's talking about it, that's when the FOMO phase is kicking in. And once that phase kicks in, not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet, I believe that is when coin shops will start paying spot price again for a lot of things, and even over spot, because they can get the premiums for that. So that's innovation adoption curve. But I didn't want to show you the minerals executive action. I think it was on Jan 14. I want to show you this because this also, I hadn't planned to show this, but this has to do with what we're talking about. So there's a presidential action on January 14th adjusting imports of processed critical minerals and their derivative products to the United States. And here's why this is important. Just as I was talking about, our infrastructure is not good here in the United States. Well, that's what this is about. So this part of this executive action, they have 180 days to action this and give a plan. And guys, we got 2,300 people in here. We're 55 likes from 700. Can we hit it? Let's hit it. Please, guys. I appreciate the support. So anyways, they have 180 days. They have 180 days to generate a report here. But in this, it says, in negotiating, the Secretary and Trade Representatives should consider price floors for trade and critical minerals and other trade restricting measures. Why is that important, and how that can that directly impact us here in this nation, and how can that help here with the glut of silver in the innovation curve? So the reason we're seeing the glut of silver that a lot of coin shops, etc., can't get rid of, and they can't sell it to refinery, or they have to wait for weeks to get paid, so they don't have the liquidity to buy more. That's because our infrastructure in here is not good. Remember, China, they refine up to 70% of the world's silver. 70. So just like a lot of other sectors in the United States, it's been cheaper to send money, or not money, to send products, send services, have things created overseas, your clothes, jewelry, like all the stuff you see for sale in Walmart. It's been cheaper to outsource that, get it made overseas, and get it sent back here. Well, the same's for silver. It's been cheaper to just send it out, get it refined, get it sent back. But now we're in the situation we're in. So what a price floor could literally do, and I'm not saying it's going to happen for sure, but this is the first time we've ever seen it talked about, at least in recent time with silver, is that could encourage that infrastructure to be built here. So if they say, okay, silver's price floor is now 125 or 150, that could drive refineries and smelters and mining operations here in the United States. So that's another thing that's pretty bullish. That could also eventually help work through the gluttony of silver. But I don't think it's going to last that long, because remember, this is quite different than 1980 and 2011. In 1980, oh, and thank you, Jolly Lollipop, for the $2 super chat. Not a financial advisor, just some dude with crabs. That's right. Thank you for that super chat. Just some guy on the internet with crabs. But 1980 and 2011, we had a silver production surplus in this country. It was mainly used for photography and a few other things. But we were in a silver production surplus. We've been in a silver deficit here in the United States for 5+ years. We hit peak mining of silver in 2016. And every year since then, production has gone down 1 to 3%. It's not getting better anytime soon. And that's why we stack this stuff here, physical silver. Because remember, all throughout history, bankers have told us to stack this stuff. Governments have told us to stack this stuff. The actual financial experts and advisors say, stack this cash paper, you'll be safe. But the reason we stack physical gold and silver is because every paper fiat currency ever created, not backed by gold and silver, it's 100% failure rate, has always gone to zero. And as you look at this big fat stack of Vietnam dong, I want to remind you, it got so bad in Zimbabwe, they went from $1 million notes to $1 billion notes, literally to $1 trillion notes. And to cap this segment off here, look at this silver coin from Venezuela, 5 Bolivar. It's from 1936. It's worth like $70 right now. Literally still worth its weight in silver from 1936. But these new flashy bills, they tricked everyone into believing was the key to their future success. Literally went to zero. And that again is why we stack physical gold and physical silver. And I've got diamond claws. A big shout out to all the diamond claws members of the channel. And the question is, do you in chat have diamond claws? Diamond claws. Now, I know I just spattered off a bunch of information, but I have a bunch more updates for you, so do not go anywhere. We are only 78 likes away from 900. That would be awesome if we could hit that. And guys, again, I'm giving away 21.8 ounces of silver, some gold and copper. I'm going to put that link to the giveaway in the chat again, but if you can't access the chat, just go to my channel, click videos latest, and it's the second to last video I just put out. And this video is a banger. $200 silver is real. China's hoarding silver. Here's why. You guys got to watch that if you want the information. But again, the name's International Stacker, 4-time Crystal Light champion, coming to you live from Key West, Florida, where I'm closer to Cuba than a Walmart. I am sipping on filtered zero water at this time, trying to heal my voice. Where are you at in the world and what are you sipping on? Let me know in chat. And someone's asking, how much dong is that? You know, I've never calculated it, but these are 500 dong notes. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 10 bundles of 500. Someone look it up. 10 bundles of 500. It's got to be, it's thousands. I don't know what it is, but silver's looking pretty good here, guys. Our next target is 113.49, and we are moving up here pretty decisively at 113.03. And we got Timmy in chat sipping Kentucky, sipping Mountain Dew. You got rain, you got snow up there. What you got? UK coffee with Skew Grid, sipping coffee with Cheetah Kid. We got Thailand in the house. We've got Keith drinking beer. We got people all over the world, and a big shout out to Snowman here. Thank you for joining the channel as a Crab Cadet. Remember, guys, channel members all get access to the channel member only live streams in the War Room, and what happens in the War Room stays in the War Room. Okay, so that's silver, that's gold. Now let's go here to the Shanghai Futures Exchange. This is what we're looking for tonight, guys. This is what we're waiting for to open. Now remember, the Chinese market starts trading full 100% at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sorry, I was converting the time in my head. Now, this chart, though, for Shanghai Futures Exchange will start trading at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's 12 plus 15. That's 27 minutes away from now. We'll start to see this move. And I got a question for you guys. And Map Guy, thank you for being a channel member for the Super Chat, saying, what's a Crystal Light Champion? Ooh. Guys, they have questions about the Triple Light Champion or Crystal Light Champion. So here's the situation. We're currently at 58,222 subscribers. That means 78 more subscribers, and we will do the big show. And the big show is going to tell you all about the Crystal Light Championship. But anyways, we're going to see this start to move here. But here's the question for everyone in chat. Four-time Crystal Light Champion. Look at those emojis. The question for y'all, is this going to gap up on open, or is it going to gap down? Remember, this exchange loves to gap. Are we gapping up or gapping down? I guarantee you it's one of them. No snow in Idaho, reports Mr. Popzilla, $2 super chat. Thank you. So strange, woolly bully. Thank you, Mr. Popzilla. You are mega. Are we gapping up or down? Or crab walk? And I can guarantee you we're not going to crab walk here. My prediction's a gap up. My prediction the other night was a gap down. Nailed it. It was a mega gap down. My prediction here is going to be a gap up. So let me know what you guys think, and thank you so much, America First channel member and moderator. Johnny Bravo says 35 to 38 gap has to be filled. Look, all gaps don't have to be filled. So you're talking about over here on the COMEX, 35 to 38. Yeah, there's probably a gap way down there. Traditionally, all gaps are filled, traditionally. But in times of volatility and true price discovery, that's not always certain. It's safe to do that, like 95% of the time, but it does not always have to be filled. I do not think we're going down to $35 an ounce. If we did, guess what's happening? You're not going to buy an ounce of silver out there for any cheaper than probably $100 or more. So even if somehow the COMEX smashed it down through some crazy chicanery, you would just see the decoupling of the paper price from the physical price. So even if that, like, I wish it would go to 35 tomorrow, guys, and you could buy it for 35. I would like sell a kidney and back up the truck. But unfortunately, I know that's not possible. And King Solomon in chat, great. Got an American Silver Eagle for 107. And here's how good that is, guys. Let me show you how good that is. I've actually got a tweet I'm working on. I'm just waiting. But here's how good that is. On January 26th, so 3 days ago, I do it yesterday, I do it every 3 days or so. So I got this ready. I just got to populate it. But on the 26th, money metals, these are all for American Silver Eagles, 126, 125, 125, 125, 123. This was before we went to 117, of course. 120 for Kitco, 124 for Summit Metals, 117 for Summit, 123, 121. So the fact you got that at 107 is absolutely amazing. So I'm saving that draft to work on it for later. But I've got some more stuff to show you guys, but we just took out our first target on silver. We just took out our first target on silver. We're at 113.47. ATMEX has, thank you for this $2 super chat, Woofy, saying ATMEX has silver at 14. Yeah, ATMEX and the big bullion dealers, that's not the actual spot price. There's like an extra margin in there, I think, to protect them. So whenever you see the spot price here, it's not accurate. It's always, 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 always running hot. Right here, what we're watching on these charts is TradingView. We're watching the live price. I run the Oneida chart. I find it to be one of the most accurate. And we're pushing here towards our next target of 114.16. Guys, we just set an all-time high earlier today in gold, and it's starting to push again. Are we going to set an all-time high here in silver? What do you guys think? I'm going to change the color on this one so we don't get confused. Are we going to set an all-time high here in silver? One thing I know is if the Shanghai Futures Exchange opens up, and if it gaps up, and if it rips, buckle up, a buttercup. Not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet. But thank you so much. Who is that? Great Nesbeer for becoming a Diamond member, channel member. Shout out to all the Diamond member channel members on the chat. Who in chat? Who in the channel? Who right now has Diamond Claws? Who's got them? Diamond Claws. Who's got them? Okay, and I see some people want me to do the baby gator. If you're new to this channel, first off, you got to subscribe because I'm giving away 21.8 ounces of silver, some gold and copper. You got to be subscribed for that. I'm just put the link in chat. You got to be subscribed for that. But we got to do a big show here shortly, so you got to be subscribed for that. Only 75 more subscribers. And we're about, what is that, 33 likes away from 1,000. Now, what we're going to do here, we have special things on this channel, and there's something that some scientists say works 90% of the time. We figured this out live when I was in Boca Raton, Florida, doing a live stream for y'all, giving you the watch out situations, which I have for later, for gold and silver for the week. Ladies and gentlemen, the baby gator.
Okay, I'm going to try to do the baby gator noise. Here we go. How do you do the baby gator noise? Yeah. I don't know. Whoa, whoa, what was that? It was a giant lizard just jumped. That thing was massive. I thought I actually summoned an alligator for a second there.
That lizard was massive, and for a second I thought I was going to be like Chubbs on Happy Gilmore. I thought I was going to have a little nub that maybe Mrs. IS would have to oil with baby oil or some other ointments. But fortunately, I made it out of there. It was not a baby gator. It was an iguana. And I know I've been promising this for a while, but Burton Vlogs taught me how to do it for real. So as soon as I get that scene edited, I'll be adding it. But breaking news, it appears the baby gator is working. Ladies and gentlemen, it's science. And I got live footage coming in right now from the COMEX. Let me pipe it in.
Okay, I'm going to try to do the baby gator noise. Here we go.
Whoops, wrong one. I got live footage from the COMEX coming in.
Run.
Poor Mortimer having chest pain as we are pushing higher here. We are just 5 minutes from top of the hour. 5 minutes from the top of the hour here. That means we're only 20 minutes away from the Shanghai Futures Exchange opening. As silver is pushing hard, we've got to be hardcore in backwardation right now. 112.79. Yeah, we are still in backwardation, and the spread is widening. So that's going to be wild. 24.99 Canadian. Thank you so much, Pam, for the super sticker. Really appreciate you, Pam. Really appreciate it. Let's get here to gold. Gold's pushing too, guys. We're about to crank. We are about to crank here. Are we going to gap up? I think we're gapping up. I think we're going to gap up. Whoa, and remote viewer. And you guys, you know what? Remote viewer just updated me. We're at $179.39 Canadian. No, that's gold. No, that's gold and silver. Thank you. What are we Canadian, remote viewer? Remote viewer, please update us on what we are Canadian. And guys, remote viewer always updates us with Canada prices. Remote viewer, I need you to take a knee. Remote viewer, I need you to take a knee. I lost you. Where are you? I lost you. Where are you? Okay. I need you to take a knee, and I need you to rise, a general of the crustacean nation. You have just been made a moderator. Rise! Rise, a general in the crustacean nation. Appreciate your hard work, remote viewer. You are now a moderator. And ladies and gentlemen, we're pushing towards our next target here of $114.16. Woo! And guys, we are just 59 subscribers away from the next big show. And again, I'm giving away a bunch of silver and gold. You got to be subscribed. I'm putting the link in chat to enter. Do not miss out on that. And no, there's no new password yet. I know people are asking. There's no new password yet, but just keep paying attention. They'll come. And I said, it's like limbo. How low can it go? Silver Trade put out COMEX Delivery Depository, or COMEX Silver Depository Report. I retweet these, and it just shows how much the COMEX is dropping. Totally insane. So that's why you got to follow me on X, previously known as Twitter, at Intl-Stacker. Gold soars to record high. That was a little bit earlier. I had a few more things I wanted to show you guys here. Again, for everyone just joining, oh, the COMEX options expiry after the slam down, and then, okay. Now, Rashad here, one of our favorite channel technical analysts, is saying, silver breaks out from a triangle formation. I do not usually trust the initial breakout, but let's see. So here's the triangle formation he drew on here, part of technical analysis. Some buy it, some don't. And honestly, I think a lot of the technical stuff we would normally use, like RSI, to see if something's over or under bought, I don't think that's going to work with silver, because I believe we're in a true price discovery mode, not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs. But this is a technical analysis crew to show that it's breaking out of there, and that could be bullish. And look at this, guys. So we just covered how the COMEX group traded over, what was this, 1.8 billion paper ounces for silver futures. But look what happened here. The Kobayashi letter, silver ETF trading, so this would be SLV, hit a record 40 billion. It hit 40 billion trading on Monday. The same day on the COMEX, we hit 1.8 billion. I mean, that is historic. That is crazy. All I can say, ladies and gentlemen, is buckle up. And shout out to Egbert Bootwhistle. Thank you for being a channel member of the $5 super chat, saying, told a coworker about silver who really depends on me and told him to start investing. He said he was worried that I'll become a millionaire and quit. That is possible, depending on how much silver you have, Egbert. That is possible. Bald Eagle, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. And guys, another one of you, another crustacean messaged me. Obviously, he doesn't want his name out there, but he messaged me. Another one of you officially became a millionaire. Another one of you became a millionaire. We've had multiple people in chat tell us they've made $1 million. They've hit their first $1 million. Multiple people pay off their house. Multiple people just diamond closet it. So no matter what you're doing, if you're winning, congratulations, proud of you. And remote reviewers reporting in from Canada, silver is at $154.96 in Canada. So another millionaire. That is mega. So cool. I love it. And someone sent me in chat the other day, said something to the effect of, thank you, International Stacker, you changed my life, because like they've done really well. And I said, no, I didn't change your life. You changed your own life. You found the channel, you subscribed, you listened to my analysis, some of it good, some of it bad. You guys have learned from my mistakes and my triumphs, and they were able to take that and put it into action, and they are now experiencing financial freedom, and they did that themselves. So congratulations to you and other people. It's so cool when I get those updates. I really like hearing that. Daniel Whitley, $2 New Zealand, thank you so much, is saying, which miner do you think has the best ROI? I mean, I'll tell you the miners I'm in, but I don't really like getting that particular with miners, honestly. I cover them on the channel. I do analysis. I tell you guys what I'm invested in, but I don't want to be like, oh, this one's gonna like 10x for sure, because like honestly, that's really hard to know. Okay, that's really hard to know. But if you guys want, I'll tell you what tickers I'm in, sure. But know this, my thought process here, not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet, is physical gold and silver is the most important thing. I did not play with a single miner, mining stock. Oh, geez. I did not play with a certain, I did not play with a single mining stock until my physical gold and silver stack was at a level that I felt happy about. And then I was like, well, if I think gold and silver are going to do well, some miners should really get some leverage on that. So I've been conservative, but the majority of my net worth is in physical. America First with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much. I was sitting at 7 digits with $30 an ounce. Congratulations, America First. So if you're at 7 digits at 30 an ounce, 30, 60, 90, man, you've just tripled up. Tripled up, if not more. Congratulations, America First. Maybe America First. If you hit it real big, you can pay off the national debt. Let's see, we're U.S. national debt. Guys, and remember, when we're trading with gold and silver or stacking physical and watching the chart, it can get demoralizing, but just remember, nothing goes straight up forever except the U.S. national debt. 38.6 trillion. Wow. Wow. And one of the most bullish things that's happened for us this week is Jim Cramer. Jim Cramer said basically to sell silver. So Jim Cramer, for those who don't know, he like a lot of his calls the opposite ends up happening. So I saw someone post, silver's for sure going to $200 an ounce here soon because Jim Cramer said to sell it. And guys, we're building here, and we're only 47 subscribers away from the next big show. My name is Intl-Stacker, coming to you live from Key West, Florida, where I'm closer to Cuba than a Walmart. I stream all around the world, guys, not just here. And I do have a big giveaway, so here's the link in chat. But I stream all over the world, not just the charts, not just silver news. And you guys get to help direct that journey. We have fun on this channel, and it was not that long ago you all told me at the Great Pyramids of Giza during a live stream to get on a camel.
Take the camel, guys. Camel cam, guys. Eshism here.
The name Daisy.
Daisy the camel, guys. There you go. Oh, wow, look at the 3 pyramids, guys.
And Daisy quickly became one of the matriarchs of the channel. And we're about to make another all-time high here. Shanghai opens in, what is that? 11 and a half minutes. Okay, we took out our next target. We just took out our next target with silver. We're at $114.26. The next target is 115.01. We'll see what we could do there. But ladies and gentlemen, on another trip, this one was not a live stream. I couldn't live stream this at the time for security reasons. We took a step into the Germania Mint in Poland, and I met somebody there who is single, and she is looking for a suitor. Now, she handles large amounts of gold and silver all day, and even copper. So you're going to have to come right now and chat with your best pickup line for Viola.
Yep.
What's the robot's name?
Viola.
Viola.
Ladies and gentlemen, she's different. Any suitors in chat for Viola, let me know. As we're trading right now at $114.04 silver. Wow, we're about to make an all-time high in gold here, guys. Wow. Buckle up. Here we go. Buckle up. Yeah, we're past the previous resistance. We are close to an all-time high. We just got to break through right here. I mean, it's imminent. It's imminent. Shanghai opens in 10 minutes. Shanghai opens in 10 minutes. Shanghai closed at 123.58. Its all-time high was 134.13. But guys, we've got an imminent all-time high coming here again for gold. How high will we go today? That is the question. Do this. Okay. Wow. Get ready. Ooh, look at Richard Metcalf, Viola. Want to stop at my place for a drink of machine oil? That's a good one. Did gold and silver go up, or are you just happy to see me, says the internet. That's funny, dude. It wants to, guys. It's close. Let's check it on silver. Yeah, I normally don't like to do split screen because I like the big screen, but if we start getting multiple things running like Shanghai and gold or silver and gold, I will go split screen again. I will do it if we have to. And we're going to see this chart start moving in under 13 minutes or 13 minutes and like 35 seconds. We'll start to see that move. Why are coin shops trying to pay me $15 to $20 back a spot here in Florida? John, it depends where you go with. So the main issue going on with that right now is refineries stopped buying and a lot of wholesalers stopped buying. Oh, all-time high, all-time high. All-time high gold. So they were stopped buying, and that's normally that coin shops will dump there. All-time high again. I swear I'll answer this question. I swear I'll answer this question. And that's where coin shops would like flip stuff too quickly to get money back. Now when coin shops send to refineries, they're not getting paid for a couple weeks. All-time high. Okay, man, we're going for the next all-time. Oh my goodness. Okay, we'll close that. We're going for 5,200, guys. We're going for 5,200 here live. We're going for 5,200 here live. I swear I'll answer that question. 5,200 for the first time ever. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up. Buckle up. Oh my goodness, Becky, look at that bar. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a BGC. Big green bar. Okay. Okay. So the question I was answering. Oh yeah. So they're used to offloading it to wholesalers and refineries, and they're backlogged right now. So that prevents them from flipping metals really quick and making some cash on top, making the few percentage so they can stay in business, keep on the lights. So now they're having a glut of silver. A lot of coin shops are running out of liquidity, so they have no more money left to buy because it's all tied up with refiners taking a couple weeks to refine and pay them the cash back. Secondly, if a dealer has low cash and they have plenty of silver, they might not be able to offer you what you want, especially with the volatility. So I covered this at the beginning of the stream, and thank you so much for the $50 super chat, Jim Watery. Whoa, all-time high. Thank you so much, Jim Watery. Can we chant Jim's name in chat, please? But I was talking about this earlier. So if you watch the beginning of the stream when this is done, I go deeper into the refineries. I use the adoption innovation curve. I think it's going to clear up soon. So if you've got diamond hands, not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet, and you can hold and weather out the storm, things I believe in the near future are going to be turning into our favor. So I hope that helps to answer that question. But if you watch the stream back from the beginning, I cover it a lot more in depth. Okay, we're about to push an all-new high here. And guys, we've got 5.5 minutes left until the Shanghai Futures Exchange starts to open. Are we gapping up? Are we gapping down? I believe we're gapping up. I got the last one right. The gap down. I got the gap down right. It wasn't the popular one, but I got that one right. Okay, let's go back here to gold. Okay, it's taking a breather. 52.02 for gold. Wow. What a wild time to be alive, guys. Did you mention your tickers? Freslo Fez is saying, did you mention your tickers? Was invested in UUFF, did great today. Yeah, I'm pleased with UUFF. That's a call I did, guys, over the weekend. I covered it in a video. I'll give you guys my tickers. I'm invested in the paper market, but again, not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet. Heavily recommend, my opinion is everyone should have a good physical gold and silver stack before they ever play in the paper markets. But again, not a financial advisor. These are the tickers I'm in for those interested. I'm in AG, AGF, AMCOF, ASM, CDE, EXK, FSM, GLDG. I just got into HL after they halted it the other day because they sold off a gold project. I'm in SILJ and UUFF. Some of those I read off are exploration companies. So it's going to be a longer term play. So make sure you do your research if you're looking at those. But those are my tickers. You guys asked, I gave them to you. 3,000 people on the live stream. Thank you so much. We are just 17 likes away from 1,200. And guys, ladies and gentlemen, who wants to see the big show? We are literally only 32 subscribers away from the next big show. And as soon as we do that, you'll find out about being the 4-time Crystal Light champion of the world. The name's Intl-Stacker, coming to you live from Key West, Florida, where I'm closer to Cuba than a Walmart. Over 1,800 videos around the world on gold and silver adventures. We were just in Poland. Australia's next. And I'm giving away 21.8 ounces of silver, some gold, some copper. I'm putting that link in chat right now for you to be able to enter. But it's not just charts we live stream, guys. It's not just market opens. And again, the Shanghai Futures Exchange, which is what we're waiting for, opens here in literally 3 minutes. But it was not that long ago. I was on the Nile River, and you guys were all on a live stream with me, and we got attacked by pirates.
Okay, this boat is coming like really close to us. Guys, it's gonna hit the boat. Oh, this is not good. Guys, it's a freaking pirate. Oh my gosh, what's happening? All right, guys, look for art. Does anyone see an RPG in there? Oh, he's selling things.
Okay, it wasn't a pirate. We thought it might have been at first. Ended up being an industrious salesman. An Egyptian salesman selling Egyptian textiles. So you guys had me run down to my room. I grabbed some cash, dropped it over the boat in like a plastic bag, made it in, hole in one, and I got some Egyptian cotton. I gave it away to you guys with some Egyptian silver as well. What is considered a good amount of physical before paper, not a financial advisor? It depends on everyone's situation, but for me, it was 5,000 ounces of silver. Once I hit that, then I felt okay playing in the paper. Silver Seas, what do you consider a big enough physical? Oh, well, I just answered that. But it depends on your situation. Okay. That was me. Selling the devil's lettuce. No, he was not selling the devil's lettuce. Definitely not. And guys, we're just 29 likes away from 1,300. I know we could do that. And we're 25 subscribers away from the big show. I saw some people asking in the comments what the big show was. Some say if you haven't seen it, you haven't lived. What do you guys think? Do you want to describe the big show to people in chat who have never seen it? And ladies and gentlemen, we have something we could do right now on this red candle that some scientists say 90% of the time can turn a red candle green. It's called the baby gator.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do the baby gator noise. Here we go. How do you do the baby gator noise? Yeah. I don't know. Whoa, whoa, what was that? It was a giant lizard just jumped. That thing was massive. I thought I actually summoned an alligator for a second there.
I was almost like Chubbs on Happy Gilmore. Guys, okay, here we go. It's time. I need your war faces. I need your war faces. We are opening on the Shanghai Futures Exchange. The chart will start moving here in 35 seconds. Are we gapping up or are we gapping down? Let me know quick. Are we gapping up or are we gapping down? Let me know quick. I got it right last night. Let's see if I can get it right today. I think we're going to gap up. Everyone in your armor. This is not a drill. 20 seconds. Everyone in your armor. This is not a drill. Come on, baby. 10 seconds. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and yes! Major gap up. Major gap up. Major gap up. Nice. Woo! Look at that. Let me put this up here. Wow. Wow. We are at 28,894 Chinese yuan per kilogram, which actually translates over here. I got a script. $129.30. 129.30 is what we're at currently. So now that that's moving, I would expect to see here in maybe the next couple of candles some upward pressure on the COMEX chart as well for gold. I think a positive move in silver will probably affect the gold chart, so we'll see what happens there. And let's go here. It's always nice when you're right. It sucks when you're wrong. Boy, is my face red when I'm wrong. Silver Surveyor says, do you ever watch the Shanghai gold price with FANCY script. It'd be real nice to watch paper, physical. I mean, I could. I'm watching the silver right now. I think you're on this live stream. I could. I'm just going to copy this. And after the stream, I'll look into it more. But thanks. Just in case you're not watching, just covered this live. Okay, let's keep going down here. Follow me on X, previously known as Twitter, at Intl-Stacker. Ooh. $999 minimum order at Safe Haven. Wow. The third company I have covered today with a minimum order. This time, $999. Wow, guys. This is not a drill. That's crazy. More and more online bullion dealers are setting minimum buys. They don't want to deal with the small orders. They'll force you to pay spot price. You're never going to sell it. You're not right, because when things turn around, we're probably going to be getting more than spot. I know it's demoralizing now, but our time in the sun is coming. Oh, gap up. Oh, I forgot. Well, we haven't made an all-time high yet. I got time. Let's try that, though. Gap up. Oh, this is a hard one.
跳空高开
Tao Kung Gang Kai.
跳空高开
Kiao. Oh, I can't even do it. I'm going back to all-time high. I give up on that one.
创历史新高
Oh, I put an X. Okay. Here it is.
历史最高点
Lishi Zegadian. Lishi Zegadi. I'm getting ready for an all-time high in the Shanghai Futures Exchange. We're getting some downward pressure here on a COMEX, but again, I think we're going to see some movement here. We could not, but I think we will. If you look at here, we're trading at $138.48, and here's 113. So what is that? A $17 premium? $17 premium. Lishi Zegadian. It's looking pretty strong there. Look at the pretty decent volume there. Wow, guys. Wow, we're just 20 subscribers away from 58,300. Then we'll do the big show. And we're only like 50 likes or so away from 1,400. I know we could do it. Keep hitting it. Helps the channel out immensely. International Stacker, someone asked about copper. You're not an advisor, just some guy on the internet who has cat crabs. Yeah, I mean, copper. Although I'm not an advocate for stacking copper, I want to show you something. These are 3 massive copper bars. This one right here I got from Pirate Stackers, 2 kilos. I didn't pay anything for this. Predator Casting made me one and sent it in. Scorpion Metals. Pirate hit me with this. Even with the recent price going up, it's priced per pound. And how massive these look, it looks like it's worth a ton. They're worth like 20 bucks. So the whole point about stacking copper is, 1, it takes up a whole lot more room. And 2, if for some reason you're okay with that and you're going to want to stack copper, do not get the bars and the rounds and the produced minted stuff has such a high premium on it. Such a high premium on it. I do not advocate it. But if you're a plumber or an electrician and you can collect your scrap and throw it in a bin and later, yeah, 100%. If you get copper pennies in your chain, should you pick them out and keep them? Yeah, 100%. But actually stacking physical copper. And also, too, if we go into a recession and we stop, like a lot of the construction around the world stops, the demand in copper will fall. So silver and gold usually will do well. Still okay. But copper could take a big hit. So no, I don't advocate for stacking copper, if that helps. I showed you guys that. Oh. So we're talking about circuit breakers the other day, and for the CME group for equity futures, it's 7% in a 60-minute rolling area is what time is what I set it. Paused it for 2 minutes, but I think I made a mistake. Metal product. I read it for equities. So I think the reason we didn't see it trigger is it says metal markets have dynamic circuit breakers, which means the range prices can move is in a 60-minute rolling block. So in a 60-minute block, if the market moves plus or minus 10%, the halt is for 2 minutes. 2 minutes. So daytime trading, the circuit break. Yeah. So I think it's because we didn't hit the 10%. We hit 7%. So my bad. I was giving us the information for equities. So I think that's why we didn't see a halt over here. I bet we still hit it, though. 30, 35, 40, 45. Yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, I could see how we would not hit 10%. Like, the whole move is more than, like, 10%. But I could see in a 60-minute rolling block how we didn't. Okay, someone's saying, why is silver falling even though the Shanghai Futures Exchange are moving higher? Well, a couple things could cause that. Remember, they don't have to run in tandem. During normal times, usually the spread between Shanghai and the COMEX is like 50 cents. And thank you so much, Daniel Whitley, channel member, for that $2 New Zealand super chat. What if I strip power lines to obtain it? Profit. It is pure profit unless you get put in jail. Then it's not pure profit. So this can go up and the COMEX can go down. But generally, lately within this bull market, generally we've seen when this is pushing higher that the COMEX pushes higher. And if it wasn't for Shanghai moving like it was, bankers would be doing a lot more of this manipulation and smacking it down. But the Shanghai Futures Exchange, in my opinion, not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs, is actually protecting us a little bit because the bankers can't afford to let the premium get too high. So look, we're trading here at 130 and we're trading here at 113. So that's a $17 premium. If that premium keeps going higher, what will happen is we'll see a physical run on silver in the West, and it'll just be put on planes and boats. It's already happening and shipped to the East. And I cover that here. My last video, go to my channel, click videos latest. $200 silver is real. China's hoarding silver. Here's why. It talks about the arbitrage of silver going from the West to the East. And remember this too. There's a lot of misinformation out there. This price right here, $130, is just the price for silver. On top of that, if you're buying physical, you'll get hit with a premium. And then on top of that, you'll get hit with a 13% VAT tax. So this number here, what we're trading at right now in Shanghai, does not include the tax. And we're currently trading at $130.50. And let's see what we could do here. And we are just 5 minutes and 30 seconds away from all of China starting to trade. What do you guys think is going to happen in 5 minutes and 30 seconds when all of China starts to trade? Look at the volume increase from here to here. What's going to happen when China starts to trade? Are we going up? Are we going down? Or are we crab walking to the side? And someone just told me voice spray needed. Okay, I'm going to spray it. I'm spraying it. You guys, I live streamed so much yesterday, I was like losing my voice. My voice was worse this morning, but it's recovered during the day today. We need a BGC. Channel members is saying it's going to be a BGC, a big green candle. We're going to find out here in under 5 minutes. It shouldn't gap up again. The chart's already moving, so it's not going to gap. But we could definitely see a massive candle for sure. But we're not gonna see a gap. It'd be fun. I would love it. I welcome it. Watching silver gap up on the Shanghai Futures Exchange and learning Chinese with International Stacker. That's so funny. That's so funny. We are having a party. Bam. Thank you so much to Cole, channel member, for the $5 super chat, saying, do you think if we have a recession, silver, we'll see silver drop due an industrial demand drop? What would that end of be the bull run? No. Because remember, silver is the most conductive metal, the most reflective, antibacterial, some of the best thermodynamic properties out there. So I believe silver and gold are a bit more immune to industrial demand drop in a recession than copper would be. Remember, like, silver is going to be used in like cell phones and weapon systems and technology stuff that people are still buying during a recession, whereas copper is going to take a bigger hit because a lot of the infrastructure projects, etc., would be getting put on hold. AI, all that stuff needs mass amounts of silver. So I believe it's a bit more protected. That's why I'm so bullish in gold and silver. And not to mention the literal thousands of years of real money. This is real Roman silver denarius. These are thousands of years old. These are Japanese gold and silver bars. Are called electrum. Look at samurai swords used to have slots to hold these. So this has been money for thousands of years. So that's such the great thing about it. Not only is it a huge industrial demand, but it's such a history of being actual money. I emailed you twice. Sorry, big thank you. Nope, no problem. Okay, all good. Zach saying, IS, word on the street, copper has a bigger deficit than silver. Is this true? No. There's so much copper. And here's another thing for you. In a recession, silver could actually even have a better opportunity, and here's why. Only 18% of the world's silver is mined from silver mines. The majority of silver comes from gold mines, copper mines, and other types of stuff that's being mined. So if all of a sudden you stop mining a bunch of copper, which we're also getting a bunch of silver from, if it slows down, then all of a sudden you have even less silver coming to the market. And then the industrial deficit, we've been in a industrial deficit, not an industrial, we've been in a production, a structural deficit for more than 5 years. So that could even accelerate it. So that's something to remember. Only about 18% of the world's silver is mined from silver mines. The rest is a byproduct from other mines. And the more you know. Guys, we are literally 58,294 subscribers. We're only 6 subscribers away from a big show. And in this video here, I'm giving away 21.8 ounces of silver, some gold, and some copper. Speaking about copper. So you got to enter it. And you've got to be subscribed to enter. So I'm going to give you the link. Enter here for the silver giveaway. Let me copy that link and put it in chat. So make sure you're subscribed and enter this giveaway. I'm giving it all away. In November, it was a big one. I gave away over 70 ounces of silver. That was fun. 800 or so of you got a gold, 1/2 gold back from Oklahoma. Okay. My friend said she can't do the competition because her region. Is Chile not on the delivery list? I would have to look, Zach. I'd have to look. I don't remember what places in South America can or can't. It's written on the giveaway itself, so I'd have to look. But if it's saying her region is blocked, yeah, some regions are blocked. But Canada, some parts of South America, the majority of Europe can enter Oceania, Australia, New Zealand. So I've tried my best to make it as wide open to as many people as possible that I could actually send and legally be safe and it could get to them. So there's going to be some places that can't. I'm sorry. I apologize. But I believe my giveaways are probably open to more countries around the world than most. So maybe you could work with her, Zach, and find a relative that lives in the United States or Canada or Europe or wherever that could enter for her. And the Ottawa guy, $2 Canadian, thank you so much, says, love your content. Having a beer. Have a beer, Canadian on me. I will do it. I will do it. Thank you so much, the Ottawa guy. I used to love me some Molson. I liked the Molson back in the day. Where on the label, it said different things on the label, and one of it's like, can I have your number? And the person could actually write their number on there. I thought that was fun. And ladies and gentlemen, we did it. We did it. Channel members, you know what to do. If we hit 58,300, it's time for a big show. Here we go. Thank you so much.
Welcome to the fourth annual
It's time for a
Crystal
big
Light
show.
National Aerobic Championship featuring regional
Four
finalists from
time.
all across the United States competing for the title of America's best aerobic athlete.
Four
Presenting
time.
the reigning 1987 Crystal Light National Aerobic Champions.
Introducing the four-time Crystal Light champion, International Stacker. Thank you so much. The name's International Stacker, four-time Crystal Light champion, coming to you live from Key West, Florida, where I'm closer to Cuba than a Walmart. 1,800 videos around the world on gold and silver adventures, and it was not that long ago. We were at the Great Pyramids of Giza, and you all told me to get on a camel.
Take the camel, guys. Camel cam, guys. Eshesam here.
The name Daisy.
Daisy the camel, guys. There you go. Oh, wow. Look at the three pyramids, guys.
Wow, and breaking, SoFlo stacking our 007 crustacean in chat is saying, weather report, it's going to feel like it's 15 degrees Fahrenheit in southern Florida. That's where I'm at in Key West. Iguanas are literally going to start dropping from the trees. That happens. They'll put out a tweet. Iguanas will start dropping from the trees tonight. And they just lay there. They just lay there frozen in time, and then eventually they'll reanimate. Some guy was down here, and I guess he was going to eat them. I guess the tail of an iguana is like an aphrodisiac. I don't know. Maybe ask Viola.
Yep.
What's the robot's name?
Viola.
Viola.
She's different. Anyways, he put them all in his car, and he was driving back north up to Florida. They warmed up in his car. They reanimated and tore up his car. True story. CCC saying IS, a whale has opened a 38 million silver short with 20-25x leverage. Current price 112, liquidation one. I saw this post. I'm unable to confirm it, but I can't confirm something. That is an RCM bar right there. I'm sorry, not RCM, Republic Metals. I loved that. I feel like Republic Metals, did they go out of business? Was it them? I can't remember, but Republic Metals. But anyways, I'm not sure if this is true, so I'm not kind of putting it out there until I can confirm. I like to at least confirm things, guys, before I put it out to you. Yep, Jason. Silver trade. Oh, you guys, talking about silver giveaways, the link in the chat right now is to enter my silver giveaway, 21.8 ounces. But Silver Trade's doing what looks like to be a 100-ounce silver giveaway. Who wants it? Say thanks to. So I'm going to retweet this. So this is something going on X. Okay, unless your name's Eric Sprott, you're not bullish enough on silver. Okay. I think I'm responding to most of you guys. Let's go back here. We're trading sideways, otherwise known as crab walking for silver on the COMEX. Same thing with gold. A little bit of pressure here on the Shanghai Futures Exchange, but nothing to be concerned about. We're still at $128. Where were okay, I'm trying to find you guys some breaking news. The yen, euro. $2 Canadian. Thank you so much, Pierre. You are mega. And guys, I can't do a crab raid tonight. Daughter's got to wake up for school and stuff. But what I want to do, I can't do the war room, but I want to do a crab raid with you guys tonight. Another big, okay, just Dario. He covers a lot of analysis deep in the COMEX. Another big batch of physical silver is moved from registered to eligible at the COMEX. Total silver left available to settle is 112 million.4. For reference, the total CME futures open interest latest is 162,000 or 810 million ounces of silver. So they've got 112 million physical to cover 810. And guys, something you need to know is this is the fifth. This January right now is the fifth largest COMEX delivery month in history. And that is crazy because January is not a delivery month. It's not. And somehow this January, this month is the 5th largest in history of the COMEX. Deliveries where institutional traders can demand delivery of the bars that are held on there for them. But not everyone can do that. Remote viewer, can you please update us in chat on the Canadian price? Yeah, Republic Metals went bankrupt in 2018. Thank you. I thought I remembered something about that. Thank you, they did. So remote viewer is going to update us here. Oh, look at this. I put this out earlier today. Bloomberg. Citigroup expects spot price, silver spot prices to hit 150 an ounce within 3 months, extending to a historic rally seen nearly 50% in January. So now Citibank's coming out and going, yeah, we think silver will be 150 in 3 months. What a wild time to be alive. As people online are telling you it's crashing, Citibank's like 150. CME should just raise the margins on silver to 100% and end the charades. Nostra House of Gold. Look at this, guys. You can do this too. Constant stream, 186 grams of sterling silver for $4. Yes, please. He got this at Goodwill. Look, you look for it to be hallmarked, and it says sterling. Wow. What a find. What an absolute find. Let's go back here. And Zach in chat saying, can you explain what the delivery months are and why there's higher demand? Do industries buy? Yeah. So I'll do a more in-depth stream on it. That way I can prepare charts and really get into it. But essentially, institutional traders on the COMEX, they can demand physical delivery. So the whole charade and the lie is there's supposed to be silver in the vaults for the trades on the COMEX. And we all know there's not. And any big institutional player, you're talking big banks, big producers, they could demand physical delivery of the 5,000 ounce contracts, which would be 5,000 ounce bars. Not everyone can do that. If you and me bought a contract, we couldn't demand it. You have to be authorized, all that. So what happens is March is a big delivery month because a lot of the producers take it for industrial use. There's a couple other months that are huge during the year. I'll work on a chart to get it for you guys, but just know January is not one of those months. And this is the 5th largest month in the history of the COMEX. Crazy. 3 months, more like 3 weeks, says Egbert. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Yeah, I know. 3 months might be a bit long. But my point is, Citigroup saying 150 in 3 months. Good news. Of course, we think it's going to be much quicker. 113.19. Yeah, we're still in backwardation pretty strongly here. Guys, we are about to make another all-time high run at gold. We're going to see if we can break 52.02. And thank you so much. We're only 18 likes away from 1,500. Let's get there. Keep smashing it. And we're only 90 subscribers away from the next big show. So for those people tonight who saw your first big show, what did you think? Did it change your life? Did it scar your memory forever? Let us know in chat what you think. Wow, your you call on your video. I know the real Don. Some people did it. And I only talk about companies I'm like, when I do sponsorship videos, I only talk about companies I'm actually invested in. And sometimes I'll actually reach out to different companies because the sponsored videos is a way that I'm able to run the channel the way I do and give back to you guys so much. I gave away over 100 ounces of silver last year on the channel, over 800 gold backs, probably more like 900. Some other gold, some other copper, other things. So was able to land a sponsorship with them, and it enables me to do that. And I went in depth on that call, and boy, was it mega. Who got in on that, and how much percentage are you up right now? Let me know. I was in before I made it public to y'all. I was in that, and I am up big time. I'm up 118% in that call. Pretty cool. All-time high. Here we go. All-time high gold. All-time high gold. 5,209. Wow. Let's look at silver. Let's look at silver. Okay, silver's building. Silver's building. Silver's building. Shanghai's not. Okay, let's see if we could take it out here again. Let's just go for 52.25. That'd just be a nice number. Let's see if we can hit 52.25 here. We're in uncharted territories. Lishi se guandina. All-time high. All-time high, all-time high. Okay, I've got some live intelligence coming in right now. I got some live intelligence coming in right now. 1 second here. Okay, breaking news. Let me get this up for you guys. 1 second here, 1 second here. Breaking news. I just got some live intelligence in. Live intelligence. Shout out to Derek. Here's what we got going on. So he's charted this. And what he's saying is there's a flag breakout, a silver flag breakout. So you see this flag that he drew here, these straight lines. And look how we're breaking out of that. And he said now that that has happened and a retest, that he believes there's going to be a measured move up to around $126.56. So let's go ahead and mark $126.56. $126.50. It doesn't mean it's going to happen immediately. Derek, you have 5 minutes for this to happen. 126. What do you say? 56. Wait. Yeah, 56. So we're going to mark that and see if it happens. And if it does, we are going to celebrate Derek. So we'll see if that happens. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, when we're ready to coin raid, well, yeah, it's going to be fun. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. All-time high. $5,210. Are we going for $5,225? Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, gold. Here we go again. Here we go. Smash that like button if you're having fun. Make sure you're subscribed. Oh, and someone figured it out. Okay, that stack of dong is 250,000. 250,000. Thank you. Thank you, Cody, for figuring that out. Okay, there's no more intelligence there. Guys, I got all kinds of information coming in. It's breaking loose. It's literally breaking loose everywhere. All-time high. Here we go again. And guys, you feeding me information via email or tagging me on X, it's priceless. Together we're stronger. I'm able to aggregate information and get it out to you guys immediately. All-time high again. So I love it. I love it. Send me whatever information you have that's actionable so we can make sure the whole crustacean nation's on board. Gold is breaking out. Silver looks like it wants to. All-time high again. Ladies and gentlemen, are we going to 5,225? That is our next target here. Buckle up. I'm using the throat spray. Mrs. IS got this for me. I've been streaming so much, my throat gets sore. Look at this. Entertainers, secret. All-time high. Maybe I should infuse some silver into that. Just spraying pure silver down my throat. 999. $5,218.34. All-time high on gold. Wow. Wow. And guys, look, we got a little nubbin. We got a gopher. I call this a gopher. Or oh, never mind. It's an all-time high again. We're going for our target here. We're going for our target here. We're going for our target. Buckle up. Go over here. Go over here. Go over there. Wow, 5,220. We're just $5 off our target. Check silver. Check Shanghai. Oh, I know what I'm missing. I know what I'm missing. I knew I was missing something. Gold silver ratio. I like to have this on the live stream. So we go bing, bang, boom. And we're at 45.86 ounces of silver for every ounce of gold. Speaking of got gold, all-time high again. Here we go. $5,222 an ounce. How high are we going, ladies and gentlemen? How high are we going? Wow, someone's saying that gold is 7,100 Canadian. Oh my goodness. That's a BGC if I've ever seen one. Unplug World, thank you for the $10 Canadian, saying love from Canada, love the live streams. Going all in on silver, have 500 ounces stacked now. Congratulations, Unplugged. That's amazing, all-time high. Thank you so much for that super chat. Thank you. Thank you to all the channel members. Really appreciate y'all. Remember, channel members get access to the channel member only live streams in the war room. What happens in the war room stays in the war room. I won't be doing one tonight, but tonight we will be doing a crab raid. And a big shout out to all the Diamond Claw members on the chat. All the Diamond Claw members, thank you so much. And if you have Diamond Claws, let me know right now. Who's got Diamond Claws?
Diamond Claws.
Who's got Diamond Claws? Will is saying mining stocks are so undervalued. I agree with you completely. That's why I'm dabbling. Dabbling. Okay, we're looking pretty bullish here. That's almost a DTB. That's almost a DTB formation, but not quite. It's a formation we only say the acronym of on this channel. But if we say the full name, we only say it on low breath. That's almost a DTB, but not quite there. So we can't count that, unfortunately. All-time high gold. All-time high gold. Thank you so much for the $2 New Zealand, Daniel Whitley. Gold is $8,672 New Zealand. Crazy times. Wow. And guys, we are just like 50 cents off of our first target here, $5,225. Wow. Someone's saying Google has spot listed at 5,234. You may be looking at futures, Bald Eagle. That may be the gold futures you're looking at. Okay, they want it in Chinese. Well, the Chinese, we're not doing all-time highs in China, but here's what I'll tell you. If we do an all-time high again with gold, I'm going to do what I do on the Chinese chart and say it in Chinese, and maybe, just maybe, that will bleed over, slop over to this chart, and get it rallying up. So we'll see. See what we could do here. And guys, wow, thank you so much. We're only 40 likes away from 1,600. I know we could do it. And if you want to see a big show, we are only 82 subscribers away from that. Totally possible. I'm old enough, says Jimmy Reefer, to remember $4,000 gold and 50 silver. That's so funny. I love when people say that. Wow. Guess we could get rid of that arrow. We already did our due there. Remember, if we hit an all-new high, I'm going to celebrate as if this is the Chinese chart. Wait, let me prepare. Let me prepare.
历史最高点，
历史最高点。
历史最高点，
历史最高点. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, we're getting ready here for another all-time high. There we go. There we go. Buckle up. Buckle up for gold here. Come on. I need to travel up there to Canada and do a big meet and greet with all of our Canadian crustaceans. Got a lot of Canadians on the channel. Love you guys. I need to come visit. Li Shize Guardian. Li Shi Zhe Guadian. That's what I do on the Chinese chart when we hit an all-time high in Mandarin. Kind of. I'm sure I'm butchering it. How much did the camel ride cost in USD? Not much, Henry. I think I paid, I don't know, like 50 Egyptian pounds at the time. And at the time, I think it was like $4 or something. It was cheap. I need to come to Canada. Get some poutine. Meet up with some crustaceans. Sounds like a fun time. I'll tell you what, I was recently in Epcot. And I did go to Canada and Epcot, and I did eat some poutine there. We're 80 subscribers away from the next big show and 4 likes away from 1,600. I know we could do it. Okay. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Uno momento, por favor. Let me see here. I'm finding a channel we can crab raid. I prefer smaller channels, guys. Because it really helps the smaller channels grow. I grinded. It took me a year. And I think 100 video. Well, it took me like a year to get my first 100 subs. So I think I found one. Because people want me to crab raid Coin Crew, and they're great. Love them. But they've got like 300 people on there, right? So I want to go for a smaller. And I found one right now with 12 people. So we might do that. Give me a second here. And for those who have never been to a crab raid, they're fun. By mistake, the other day, I Halo dropped you guys into behind enemy lines. Usually, they're very happy to see us. That was so funny. And it can literally change someone's channel overnight. It's so cool. Okay. I think I found someone that's going to be good. Yeah. I got someone that's going to be good. Big shout out to Daniel Whitley. The last crab raid, the guy was so angry. Bitcoin Maxi. I know. Guys, like, usually people are happy for crab raids. It usually becomes their most viewed and most liked video. Helps them meet milestones. We did one for a lady named Ida the other day, and she got to 2,000 subs. She was so happy. But when we went to that channel, like literally in his channel name was gold and coins. And then he was super offended that I brought silver and gold people there. Well, like, change the name of your channel. I don't know what we're trying to do here. But all I was trying to do is help, and I turned into the Great Satan. I thought we were going to help someone out, and literally, I Halo dropped over 1,500 crustaceans behind enemy lines. But we stuck together, we got through it, and through it, we became stronger. Okay, let me do this. Yes, yes, yes. Yep. Got it. Okay, I got the channel we're going to crab raid locked in. Now, when we crab raid, guys, what's going to happen is we're going to go there, and you guys just drop crabs in chat. But when you go, it's very important that you don't have to subscribe if you don't want to. I get it. People are very, don't want to subscribe to everything. But for the love of God, smash the like button. Let's blow it up to their most viewed video ever. 1 second. And when you get there, you just drop crabs in chat. We're going to go give strangers on the internet crabs. Okay, that's ready. All right, I'm all set up for it. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a baby gator call to get this market turned around. Look, Shanghai is turning around, but we're going to do a baby gator call, and then we're going to do a crab raid. Who's with me?
Okay, I'm going to try to do the baby gator noise. Here we go. How do you do the baby gator noise? Yeah. I don't know. Whoa, whoa, what was that? It was a giant lizard just jumped. That thing was massive. I thought I actually summoned an alligator for a second there.
So funny. And guys, what's going to happen is I'm going to end the live stream. You should be taken there automatically, but just in case, I'll drop the link in chat a few times. I'm going to be live again in the morning at 7:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to cover market open trading in New York. We'll see what happens overnight. I'm going to be watching from bed. I got to go say goodnight to a rat stacker and tell her a story about gold and silver. But Shanghai Futures Exchange is turning around. We'll see if that baby gator kicks in. Thank you guys so much. Please like, comment, subscribe. It is time for a crab raid. I'll see you over there. I'm going to end the stream now. And thank you for the $20 Canadian from North Ontario. NWO Car, thank you. Come to Canada if I already have around 1,000. Wait, 100% come to Canada. If I already have around 1,000 ounces and want some more exposure, would you be against trading futures with leverage? Love your vids. Look, you want to play with futures? Cool, up to you. I'm not a financial advisor, but for the love of God, do not get leveraged. You will get destroyed in 15 seconds. The bankers will spit and laugh in your face, and all your gains from physical will be removed. So not a financial advisor, but do not get leveraged. Okay, guys, we're going to go. I'm putting the link in chat. Let's go crab raid. Let's go. See you all in the morning, 7:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks, guys. Catch you on the next one.